Alright, so here I have a battle against FrostyThePopeMan. He's actually a pretty good battler, so, I wasn't really expecting a challenge from somebody from YouTube, but it was alright though. So he leads off with a Cloister, and I leave off with a Shofu Jr. Yes, Shofu's little son, disguised as a Zoroark. As you know, because I go for that Grass Knot. I don't know if Conkelders actually get Grass Knot, but yeah. So he goes for the Icicle Spear, so he gets more than 3 hits, so I'm like, damn, he has a skill link ability. And I was hoping that he would stop right there, but he kept going, so he kills me. So he got to hit me 5 times. So, bye Zoroark. So now I send out my Rapidash, and I go straight for the Hidden Power Ice. To me, that was much of a waste of an Ice Gem, but it's like, whatever. Pretty much most of his team can take an Ice hit, take a hit for a Hidden Power Ice, but it's whatever. So then I take out his Cloister, so he sends out Rotom, knowing that I can't do nothing to it with my Rapidash. I switch out into my Miltank. He goes for a Hydro Pump and he misses. So then he sends out Ferrothorn, and I go for a Body Slam, knowing whatever comes in except his Gengar can get paralyzed, but I don't get the Parahatch. So he gets his leftover recovery. I switch out because I can't do shit to it unless I probably could have cursed up and went for the Ice Punches on it, but it probably still wouldn't have done shit. So he goes for the Reseed. He misses as I bring out my Rapidash. So then I was going for the Will-O-Wisp, knowing that either he would switch out, predicting that he would switch out, or just to get the burn damage on his Ferrothorn, so it wouldn't do jack shit to me. So then he brings out his Rotom, and he takes the burn. Then I can't do anything to the Rotom, so I switch out to my Miltank again. So he goes for the Volt Switch, knowing that I was going to switch out. So I should have stayed in, but it's whatever. But then he goes out to his Infernape, and then he goes straight for a close combat. And here I have the Chople Berry, so I thought that it wouldn't kill me because I was going right for the Body Slam. But since he has Life Orb, well, if he kills me, I don't know what set he's running, but that close combat is pretty strong. 8. So he takes me out, so then I send out my Zap your dumbass, as Shofu would say. So, scaring him out with my Zapdos, he switches out to Infernape, and I go straight for the Heat Wave, and he misses, thinking he was going to bring in his Ferrothorn. But he goes out to his Rotom, and he missed the Hydro Pump as he went for it. So then I go right for the Hidden Power Grass, and it does about 50%, I believe, and then he gets the burn damage. So then he goes for another Hydro Pump, and he misses. I guess he got bad luck on his side because the Hydro, every time he went for a Hydro Pump, he missed. So I go straight for the T-Bolt and take him out. Because then he sends out his Gengar. And I switch out. And I go right into my Tyranitar. I don't know if the Cherish Ball Tyranitar is legal, but somebody let me know in the comments. So then he goes right for a Shadow Ball. It's not going to do jack shit. But he does get the special defense drop. And then he gets hit by Sandstorm damage. So then he goes for another Shadow Ball. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, why didn't he go for a Focus Blast or anything? He probably was Specs or Scar, probably. That's probably why he went to another Shadow Ball. Or maybe he thought I was going to switch out to something else, but nope. Go right for the Stone Edge and take his ass out. So then he sends out his Infernape, knowing that I can't take close combat, switch out right into my Zapdos. Zap your dumbass. So then he goes for a close combat, and despite how much it does, considering that I'm max HP, max defense, that did a lot. So I'm pretty sure he's probably running some attack EVs on that thing. Yeah. But yeah, that was good. I wonder what kind of EV he was on it. So then he switches out and he goes to his Steel Spike, which is his Ferrothorn. and I go right for the roost, only predicting his switch out so I can get my HP back. So yeah, and then I get hit by the sandstorm damage, so I just get leftover recovers and go right back to my full health. So then I go for heat wave, not wanting to over predict his switch out or anything, but yeah, it's super effective and I get the burn on it, so yes. So it's pretty much rendered useless. But then he goes for his stealth rocks. So yeah, probably only my Zapdos and my Rapidash gonna be affected by the stealth rocks, but that's alright. So then I go for a T-Bow thinking he's gonna switch out into something else, but he doesn't. He stays in. He takes the hit. So he goes to the Gyro Ball. Isn't gonna do jack because max HP and max defense, and plus he's burned. So yeah. So then he gets leftover recovery, and then he's just gonna die by the burn damage. So I don't have to worry about that freaking Ferrothorn no more. That thing just be taking them hits. So then he goes out to the Jirachi. I'm thinking that I was faster, and I go straight for the heat wave, but I get flinch hatch, that Iron Head plus Saren Grace. So then he goes for a Thunder Wave, I guess thinking that I was going to switch out, but I didn't. And I just went right for another Heat Wave. And considering that how much damage he did, I don't think he's running any special defense EVs, so he's probably max HP, max speed. I mean, both Jirachi and Zapdos both have the same base speed, but I don't know. He probably running some max speed, max HP, Jolly Nature. I'm not even sure. But he goes for an Iron Head, and I flinch again. So from this point, he's just gonna keep going on for some more Iron Heads. So as I go for the Heat Wave, because considering how much damage it did, it should have been taken out by 2 Heat Waves, but fucking Jirachi with Saren Grace and Iron Head equals too many flinch hatches. So I never got the chance to hit the Heat Wave on. So I think right here on this turn I switch out, or I stay in. No, I switch out. Yeah, I switched out. So knowing that he's gonna go for another Iron Head, I go into my Rapidash, but I take Stealth Rock damage. I kind of almost forgot that the Stealth Rock is there, but then when I look down, I just remembered. So yeah, so that Iron Head, so he hit me with an Iron Head, and the Iron Head did kind of a lot of damage, but that's alright. So I go for the Will-O-Wisp to cut down the damage of his Iron Head and to get residual damage. But it still does a decent amount of damage, but not quite as much as it did before. So now I'm at 54 HP, and I'm pretty sure I go for the Morning Sun right here. Yeah, there we go. But I'm not going to get much because the Sandstorm's up, so yeah. That's kind of pretty much rendering me useless because I can't get much more HP, so my Rapidash can survive the hits it takes Mr. Jirachi. So I think, oh yeah, so I go right for a Flare Blitz right here, and that's gonna take out the Jirachi, including my Rapidash. So that kind of sucks, cause I actually like Rapidash. Rapidash is pretty cool Pokemon. But yeah, so I go back to my Zapdos. I know I'm gonna take Stealth Rock damage, just whatever. And of course he goes right for the close combat, and it's gonna take out my Zapdos. Damn, that shit does a lot. And I have max HP and max defense on Zapdos. Yeah. But so he takes me out, he gets Life Orb Recoil, and he gets hit by the Sandstorm. So then I send out my Tyranitar. So I kind of made a mistake right here, but I wasn't gonna take any risks. I could have just sent out my Shofu Jr. to take the close combat hit and went for a drain punch instead and take out the Infernape, but I send out my Tyranitar instead to take the hit, you know, kind of making him waste his close combat. But yeah, so I send out my Shofu Jr. at the Tyranitar face. Now, he has to rely on the crit to take me out, but he doesn't get it, leave me with 124 HP, and I'm just going to go straight for the drain punch and take his ass out. Yeah. Get my HP, some of my HP back, and that is going to be the game. So thanks for watching. If you like my videos, comment, rate, all that shit, and I'm gone.